Alright, last video, here it is. You go over to the other tab, this is marketing. I just spelled it funny to get your attention. It's actually a bonus tab. There's all sorts of ways to run Facebook ads and stuff in there. So make sure that you continue on. But this is the last video in this section of Show Up and Close. And I just want to thank you again for your purchase. After you've heard all this other stuff and everything through this, if you'd like my help, then by all means go to hardcorecloser.com. Fill out the form there. It'll come over to one of our sales team. They'll talk to you. If they like you, they'll make you an offer to wear something else that you can get in a fit and continue working with me. Maybe even meet me in person. There's some pretty cool stuff that we do out there. So wouldn't be right if I didn't catch on with the sales pitch on the last sales video, man. Like, man. So would that be something that you'd be interested in doing? If so, just fill out the thing. All right. So why do you want to close with questions? Man, it's important. First of all, we talked a couple videos about he who speaks last. He who speaks first loses. And so there's that mentality. But, there's some importance when it comes to closing with questions. Well, another one of my favorite questions to close with is what's next? Sir, that's exactly what we do. That is exactly what I plan on doing. And then also I plan on additionally doing this, that, and the other. What's next? A lot of people say, what do you think? Man, I'm not really here to hear their opinion. They stuck their hand up. I know their problem. It's my job as a professional to diagnose their problem and solve it, right? So if they stick their hand up, they're saying, I have a problem, I maybe don't know what it is, so I don't really need to hear their opinion. I don't want to ask them what they think. That's a horrible question to ask a prospect. Now, if you're like showing a car, showing a house, and what do you think of this? What do you think of that's cool? But that's not a closing. That's a sales question. It's not a closing question. The closing question was, would you like some of this? Would you want some more? How many would you like? What's next? Where do we go from here? Can you buy this stuff? Are you interested? Can you afford it? Is this going to solve your problem in the manner that you thought cost effectively, sir? Do you have enough information to let me know whether or not this is a good fit for you? You ask with questions. You sell with questions. You close with questions. I said ask with questions. I just realized that. That's kind of funny. But you never, ever, ever close with statements other than thank you after you've collected the money, of course. Questions are crucial to the whole sales process. There's so many people out there that give you all these word tracks. You need to practice being a master of questioning people. The problem with questioning people is a lot of times it takes balls. It takes balls to ask somebody, yes, that will solve your problem. How many of these would you like to order moving forward, sir? Absolutely, that is exactly what our product does, and additionally it does this, that, and the other. What's our next move from here? The one thing that you can do as a salesperson, I actually fail at this a lot, I'm just being honest here, is ask less questions. I tend to, especially when I'm making videos, because I'm not gauging you, because you're not necessarily like nodding or giving me any of that. I'm really looking into a camera here, and there's not like a person that's acknowledging that this is going on. So, I don't get that body language from the camera like I do. So I tend to ask 2 or 3 questions in a row. Is that cool? What do you think about that? Well, will this work too? Right? And so, especially on camera, I do that. In person on the phone, I definitely do not, because I get the body language from somebody. I try to just arm y'all with word tracks, but the bottom line is, it's something I'm bad about on camera, and I want to be clear. Don't ask multiple questions. I'm just arming you with additional word tracks. You ask one question and stop. And then they give you the answer to that. Now, if you have 3 or 4 questions you need to ask them, is that enough? How many would you like? When would you like them delivered by? Just take them in increments. Don't ask them all at once like I do on these videos. I'm simply arming you with word tracks. But questions are crucial. So, again, last thing that I'm going to have you do on this video, on this whole training program, is I'd like for you to get out your Evernote account and write down the top 5 to 10 questions that you need to ask every prospect after you've delivered your sales pitch in order to get them to give you their payment info, invoice info, or credit card info, whatever it is that you need to do in order to call a closed sale and collect a paycheck. Send over your invoice, give them the wiring instructions, get them signed up for an appraisal, whatever it is that you do to close them. I need you to pick those 5 to 10 different questions that you can ask. Not sales pitch questions, not sales questions, closing questions. What's next? Would you like my help? When would you like to get started? Is this something that is a fit for what you do in the manner that you were thinking, sir? Do you have enough information to make a decision now? Are you pleased with what you've heard so far and willing to move forward? Right? Those are 7 that I just gave you right there. Those are closing questions. So those are the ones that you need to have go to. And when it's time, you've said enough, they've said enough, and it's time to have the closing questions. Just put them there in front of you to remove the emotion out of the equation. For those of you that don't like that, makes you uncomfortable to end it that way. Well, what if they don't answer it with a positive? Then ask them the next question on the list. Go through it again. Ask them again. Well, what's next? Well, this is another. Okay, wonderful. Okay, all right, then what? Well, then after that, what? Right? Just keep walking them through the process until you get where you want. So many salesmen give up before they reach that finite point. So thanks again for buying this product. If you want to share the buy link so that you can help me sell some more, that would be awesome. If you really like my help with any of this stuff, if you'd like to work one-on-one, if you'd like to come to one of our Break Free Academy events, if you'd like to join our live mastermind meetups, our digital mastermind meetups where we have phone and Google Hangouts, listen, if you'd like my help on getting your sales and marketing game to another level, then by all means, send me an email, ryan@hardcorecloser.com. We'll set up a time to where we can hop on the phone together, in most cases personally, but if, worst case scenario, one of my sales staffs or other clients would be more than happy to take your calls as well. And most time that you and I get on the phone and just trying to be honest here, right? No sales pitches or whatever. I do appreciate your business, but if you do want to join, grab another level, by all means contact me. I'd love to talk to you some more about it. Thanks again for your purchase.